Well, 5 on your side was on the scene as first responders pulled off an hours-long rescue of a man trapped beneath the rubble of his own home. Mark Maxwell shares how people in the community braced for the worst in the face of a disaster.
It's hard to measure the force of a storm. There's the speed of the wind.
The windows start busting and Bree hit me all in the face.
The volume of the alarms.
Just bing, bing, start beeping off and it said take cover now.
The cost of the damage.
My roof is gone.
And how long you've called a place home.
For about 40 years.
But then there are moments when property values just can't quite sum it all up. Those are harder to measure, but when it hits, you know it.
Today has been what I would call an eventful day.
In the middle of frightening tragedy, people here looked past the rubble to see if their friends and loved ones made it out.
Everybody's fine. I was more worried about my neighbor right there, Mike, than I am about me. God gonna provide for me.
Mike made it out, just barely, but there's no way to measure it really. So let's just say it was a close call.
And I was hiding right there between that wall and a refrigerator and a couch.
Farther down the littered street, a more dire emergency.
They're trying to gain access through a small entry, it looks like. It's still a desperate scene here. We also just saw a firefighter enter into that basement window. They finally used a crowbar to pry off the iron bars that sealed that window of the basement shut.
Then they heard a voice.
Right here.
Inside, trapped under 2 stories of brick, steel, and wood, 45-year-old Garfield Lacey. Outside, his sister, his niece, his brother, his mom. Frantic, hugging, holding on to hope that this too would become a close call. Standing next to them, hearing their pleas for help, there's no way to measure how long these 3 dreadful hours must have felt for them, except to hear it for yourself. That moment, doubt and grief morphed into gratitude and relief.
We feel blessed.
We sat down with Garfield's sister and her family outside of the home where they grew up.
I'm happy that he's okay, but I'm also really sad because I've lived in this house since I was, like 5 months, and all my life, me and my cousins, we grew up here, and it's just all the memories and stuff.
They'll never walk into that house again, but they still have the people who helped make it a home. Firefighter Pat was one of the first on the scene, surprised at Garfield's condition after struggling under all that crushing weight.
Considering the building collapsed on him, he's doing great.
So how do you measure this close call? In this case, with 2 thumbs up. In St. Louis, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.